the sacred water of Arochukwu. In the heart of Arochukwu, nestled beneath the ancient trees, lived a boy named Ifeatu Okeke. Left alone at a young age, he found comfort and love in the care of his mother. Together, they formed an unbreakable bond, sharing stories beneath the moonlight that danced through the leaves of the mango tree in their compound. As Ifeatu grew older, so did his admiration for his grandmother's stories, each one carrying important lessons of bravery and goodness. One special story stuck in Ifeatu's memory spoke of a brave boy who, faced with the dangerous approach of a lion, selflessly raced to warn his village, ultimately saving them from danger. Life in Arochukwu was simple but rich with tradition, and Ifeatu was an example of good values instilled by his grandmother. His kindness and sense of responsibility made him a respected member of the community. However, fate took an unexpected turn when his beloved grandmother fell seriously ill, and the herbalist remedies proved unsuccessful. In the midst of despair, a seer emerged with a glimmer of hope. The only cure lay in the sacred waters of Ogbunike Cave, a great distance from their village. The journey was dangerous, with stories of dangerous animals and bad individuals lurking along the path to the mystical cave. Drawing courage from the stories his grandmother shared, Ifeatu made a brave decision. He would embark on a dangerous journey to Ogbunike Cave, just like the brave boy who saved his village from the lion. The villagers were initially hesitant, warning Ifeatu of the risk, but he stood firm, determined to repay the love and care his grandmother had given him. Beneath the light of the moon, Ifeatu embarked on his journey, guided by tales of bravery in his heart. The path proved challenging, with dense forests, winding trails, and the constant threat of danger. However, Ifeatu persevered, fueled by his deep love for his grandmother and the lessons of courage he carried within. On the winding trails, he encountered a peculiar three-headed creature that posed a threat. Remembering his grandmother's moonlight story about saying please when making a request, Ifeatu initiated a dialogue. The creature growled, "Who goes there?" Ifeatu replied, "I am Ifeatu Okeke. I am on my way to Ogbunike Cave to fetch water from the sacred stream so that my ailing grandmother, who tells me moonlight stories, may drink and become healed." The creature replied, "I have a mind to harm you. Why should I be merciful?" Ifeatu answered, "Please, noble creature, I understand your concerns, but if you allow me to pass, I promise you my deepest gratitude. I will forever be thankful for your kindness. My grandmother taught me that saying please can soften even the hardest hearts." As Ifeatu continued to use the magic word please, the creature, initially menacing, began to show signs of softening. The threat in his eyes lessened, replaced by a curious gaze. The creature said, "Your grandmother's wisdom must run deep. Very well, Ifeatu, you may pass. Take care on your journey." Ifeatu replied, "Thank you, kind creature. Your mercy will not be forgotten. May your path be filled with peace." With a nod from the once threatening creature, Ifeatu continued on his way, his heart filled with gratitude for the power of politeness and the lessons his grandmother had imparted. The encounter with the three-headed creature became another chapter in the tale of his courageous journey to Ogbunike Cave. Further along the path, he faced another peculiar creature. The creature barked, "Who goes there?" Ifeatu replied, "It is Ifeatu. I am on my way to Ogbunike Cave to fetch water from the sacred stream. Please, I need to heal my grandmother, who tells me moonlight stories." The creature, itching to eat Ifeatu, said, "Why should I spare you? I'm hungry." Ifeatu, who was feeling confident, said to the creature, "Thank you for not eating me yet. Please, kind creature, I mean no harm. I'm just trying to help my ailing grandmother." The peculiar creature seemed unimpressed by Ifeatu's plea. It began to dance a strange hypnotic dance, flames flickering around its form. The heat from its breath felt like a raging fire, and Ifeatu could feel the intensity of the creature's hunger. The creature then barked, "You humans are always in a rush, thinking only of yourself. Why should I let you pass when I crave a tasty meal?" Ifeatu, still feeling confident, replied in a soft voice, "Please, great creature, I understand your hunger, but I beg you to consider the kindness in your heart. My grandmother's health hangs in the balance, and the sacred water from Ogbunike Cave is the only cure. If you spare me, I promise to return the favor in any way I can. I am sincerely grateful for your mercy." As Ifeatu continued to speak with humility and gratitude, the creature's dance became less erratic. The flames subsided, and the creature split into three. They observed Ifeatu for a moment, contemplating his words. "Your words are different from those of others. Your sincerity touches us. Very well, Ifatu, you may pass. May your journey bring the healing you seek, they begged. Thank you, wise creatures. Your kindness will not be forgotten. May your flames burn brightly, and may peace be with you. Ifatu replied the creature, which was looking admiring at Ifatu for being a humble human being. With a nod of approval from the peculiar creature, Ifatu moved forward on his journey, grateful for the creature's unexpected compassion. The encounter served as a testament to the power of humility and the ability to find understanding even in the most unusual circumstances. Ifat continued his journey to Ogbunike Cave, determined to fetch the healing water from the sacred stream. Thirst overcame him as he had run out of water in his gourd. Fortunately, he stumbled upon a stream and eagerly rushed forward to quench his thirst. As he bent down to scoop the refreshing water into his mouth, a strange and angry-looking bird descended with a squawk that echoed like an irritated frog. "Who drinks my water?" The bird squawked. Ifat, startled, stopped mid-scoop and looked at the furious bird, which appeared ready to carry him away. Fear gripped him, and he stammered, "I'm sorry for drinking from your stream. Please forgive me. I'm Ifat Okeke, and I'm on my way to Ogbunike Cave to fetch water from the sacred stream. My ailing grandmother, who tells me moonlight stories, needs this water for healing." The bird circled above, his anger evident as he squawked threateningly, creating an intimidating atmosphere. Ifatu, feeling the weight of his actions, continued to speak with humility. "Thank you for sharing your stream, even though I didn't ask for permission. I'm sincerely sorry for my mistake. Please, noble bird, spare me and allow me to continue on my journey." The bird, still squawking angrily, circled Ifatu, seemingly contemplating its next move. After a tense moment, the bird finally landed on a nearby branch, its sharp eyes fixed on Ifat. "You humans are careless creatures, but your sincerity and humility have touched me. I will allow you to continue your journey." An elderly creature like a human being appeared, intervening on Ifatu's behalf. The elderly creature said, "Don't harm him. He's a good young man." He used the magic words, "Please, sorry, and thank you," to allow all the creatures he met on his way to let him live. These magic words are golden and important in human life. They show that he's a good young man. "Okay, I shall let him pass," said the bird. "Thank you," Ifat said. The elderly creature then gifted him a golden gourd with these words, "For being a good young man, use this gourd to fetch water from the sacred stream. If you had used your own gourd, the water would have evaporated and you would have lost your grandmother." Ifat collected the golden gourd and thanked the elderly three-haired creature. Leaving the forest, he reflected on how his grandmother's teachings had shaped his polite behavior. Arriving at Ogbunike Cave, Ifat maneuvered through the caves, sometimes crawling, sometimes squatting, and sometimes walking, depending on the rock's roof's height. Eventually, he reached the sacred stream. When he tried to fetch water with his own gourd, it mysteriously flowed back. Remembering the golden gourd, he used it, and this time the water stayed. Filling the golden gourd, Ifat began his journey back, mindful of the 2.5 days that had passed since he started. He sustained himself with snacks from his animal skin bag hanging over his shoulder. The sun was on the rise as Ifat hurried into Arochukwu. Despite his fatigue, a sudden burst of energy propelled him to run the remaining distance to his grandmother's compound, filled with anticipation. 2 elderly women neighbors who had been caring for his grandmother in his absence sat by her sick bedside. They looked up with hope as Ifat rushed in. "I fetched the sacred water from the stream inside Ogbunike Cave," Ifat blurted out, panting from his run. "Hurry then, let her drink from the gourd," one of the elderly women urged. Gently, Ifat lifted his grandmother's head and offered her a sip from the golden gourd. She took a small drink, weakened by her ailment, and soon fell into a deep sleep. Worry appeared on Ifatu's face, and he called out to her, "Grandmother, grandmother!" Panic gripped the room, and the 2 elderly women anxiously questioned, "Is she dead?" Ifatu, troubled, glanced at the golden gourd, wondering if he had given his grandmother something harmful. Why didn't the gods provide healing water in Arochukwu? Ifatu asked himself. In the midst of their confusion, his grandmother coughed and slowly opened her eyes. Ifatu rushed to her side. "Grandmother, grandmother!" he exclaimed. Grandmother smiled at him and spoke, "Ifatu, my grandson." With a surprising burst of strength, she sat up in bed, and a joyful shout escaped from the mouths of the 2 elderly women. Ifatu's grandmother had been healed by the sacred water from the stream inside Ogbunike Cave. Relief and happiness filled the room, and Ifatu's heart swelled with gratitude for the successful completion of his challenging journey. People in the village quickly learned about Ifatu's return and how the water from Ogbunike cave healed his grandmother. The news spread like wildfire, and villagers crowded into the grandmother's home, eager to see for themselves and hear the story of Ifatu's journey. Some wondered why there was no sacred water in Arochukwu. Others replied that the gods worked in mysterious ways. Ifatu's grandmother's house became a busy place, filled with conversations and excitement. People of all ages gathered to hear Ifatu share the details of his adventure. The villagers were fascinated by the brave young man who went on a tough journey to help his sick grandmother. After that day, Ifatu's story became a popular topic during the evening storytelling sessions. Elders gathered the children under the moonlight, sharing the tale of Ifatu's bravery, wisdom, and kindness. The warm glow of the fire highlighted the expressions of wonder and inspiration on the faces of the listeners. As time passed and Ifat got married and had children, the tradition continued. His grandmother, with a joyful sparkle in her eyes, told the stories to the new generation. Under the comforting moonlight, she described Ifatu's journey to Ogbunike, pointing out the importance of being humble. The children with wide eyes and fascinated hearts absorbed the lessons hidden in the moonlight tales. Ifatu's adventure became a treasured part of their cultural heritage, passed down from one generation to the next. The story of a young man's courage and love for his family, as shown through a challenging journey to Ogbunike Cave, echoed through the village, creating a timeless connection to their past. Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey to the sacred stream inside Ogbunike Cave's sacred stream. Don't forget to stay with us for more tales of mysteries that celebrate the wonders of our world. Until next time, this is Mysterious Tales TV.